I need one of you guys to hold this map out in front of you.
All right.
So I need you to hold this pen and close your eyes and make a dot on that map.
Yeah, just make a dot on the map.
Make a dot on the map. Story time, kids. This street.
Yeah, we're gonna knock out 7 houses. I think it'll be 4. Troy gave me 7 cards, thinking we'll need 7 cards.
21.
Did you want to be on television?
Not really.
I don't blame you.
Oh, thanks for calling. She fell out of her wheelchair.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of a social loner? Yeah, me neither. But that's who I ran into on this next random story. And you will want to stick around for the update. It's actually an interview update, something I haven't done, but it's coming up.
I need one of you guys to hold this map out in front of you.
All right.
So I need you to hold this pen and close your eyes and make a dot on that map.
Yeah, just make a dot on the map.
Make a dot on the map. Perfect.
Yeah, that's my house.
Simple as that. Is it really?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea where it is either. Story time, kids. This street.
Yeah, we're gonna knock out 7 houses. I think it'll be 4. Troy gave me 7 cards, thinking we'll need 7 cards.
21.
And Sean is always the optimist and says we'll need 21 cards today. And 4 doors later.
Well, did you want to be on television?
Not really.
I don't blame you. What's your name?
Robert Potts.
Robert, I'm Todd.
Todd.
Yes, we're with a television show called The Story Trek. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but okay. This is what we do. We go and surprise people and ask them if they want to share their story on TV.
I don't have much of a story.
As always, I disagree, and I'll let you decide. I caught Bob digging in his garden,
Them pretty good ones.
living the bachelor life.
Well, I've always been a loner. I don't have any problem being alone.
I'm not sure I believe that, because he's either lying or he's the friendliest loner I've ever met.
I used to babysit him.
Really? Was he a troublemaker?
Was I mean?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
We visited the neighborhood where Bob grew up, where there are still a few familiar faces.
Good seeing you, Robert.
I had a great childhood. When we was raised, there was all nationalities on that block. And we all got along just fabulous.
Mining and railroading created an amazing melting pot in Bob's neighborhood.
There was Greeks and Italians and Mexicans, and we had a Jew and French people and a Basque people and all these nationalities, and they all treated us good. You'd go into anybody's house, and it seemed like at noon you'd go into anybody's house, you just sit down and eat with the kids, you know.
And this alleged loner was friends with all of them. And then he met his best friend more than 6 decades ago.
In school, they used to set us alphabetical order. I was a Potts, she was a Preston.
And when Colleen broke up with her boyfriend, Bob looked for the first opportunity. It came when she was in a church performance and needed a particular costume item that Bob particularly had.
She said, you know anybody that's got some goofy suspenders? And I said, I got some purple suspenders with yellow polka dots. And so she said, bring them up to the church. And so I took them up to the church tour. And after that, then we started going together.
Bob had been working since he was 15, so he already owned a car and had some money in the bank to get a good start when they got married at 18.
I paid for rings and everything, and the down payment on this house, which was $500. This house cost $7,500.
Of course, they didn't make much back then. Then came the biggest challenge of their marriage.
Our oldest daughter ate a little glass bird off the Christmas tree, and we had her in the hospital. And then my wife started in labor on Christmas Day, and I went to work Christmas Day, and they gave us our layoff slip. That was our Christmas present. So went Christmas morning. They said, "Merry Christmas. You're no longer got a job." Coal mines were tough.
And so is Bob, putting on a good front that he's okay with the bachelor life now that he's home alone.
Probably lonely.
True. My kids are here. That helps a lot.
Then the interview was interrupted, and I saw how much Colleen means to Bob.
Oh, thanks for calling. Bye. She fell out of her wheelchair.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, she has osteoporosis, and she was walking in the kitchen right there, and we heard a big snap, and she broke a bone just below her knee and just above the other knee.
The disease caused Bob's wife of 60 years to break both legs just from the stress of walking. She's been in rehab 80 miles away for 2 months.
We're hoping to get her back in a week or so, and then we'll try it again.
And luckily, Bob talked to Colleen a few minutes later, and she had just some cuts and bruises.
She is special. Mm-hmm. Yep. Wonderful years together. We'll do the best we can with what we got left.
Well, it's been a great life so far.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. I wouldn't have changed a thing.
Bob Potts, the most social loner I've ever met.
If you have good friends and good people around you, life can't get any better than that.
So Bob's a great guy, a great conversationalist. He welcomed us right in to share his story, and such a great story. That all happened randomly. You know how it works. You saw how it unfolded. Well, a few weeks ago, I was given an assignment by my current employer to go and interview somebody named Robert. All I had was the name Robert and an address. That's pretty much all I knew. I get there. It's Bob Potts. So on another topic, I'm interviewing somebody who I interviewed years ago and got a video update. What's changed? What's updated since then?
Everything. I've got 45 great-grandkids now, and life just keeps going on and growing. I'm enjoying life. I really am. I'm in good health right now. I can't do the things I used to do, but I still am doing the things I enjoy doing.
And your wife passed away?
Yeah, she passed away in November of 02. Yeah.
Okay.
22. I guess
22.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just last year?
Yeah, 2 years ago this November.
Okay. Yeah. What was that like? How hard was that after so many years with her?
Well, she was sick for a long time, and it's not hard when you have to watch him suffer. But it's hard, but it eased it quite a bit that she was gone.
Yeah.
And she didn't suffer anymore. She didn't enjoy it. And
When she first went into that nursing home is when you and I first met.
yeah.
How did she ever come out?
Oh yes, yeah. She was just there. She had her. She couldn't walk. Her leg. She had, and so they put her in the nursing home just for. We was there about 6 weeks, I think. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
And then she'd come back, and then we had her in a wheelchair for quite a while, and we done a lot. We got awarded the Carbon Fan of the Year award with her and I, because we went to all the basketball games and football games and everything. And
How old were you when you met her?
I was 18 years old by 2 months when I got married.
How long had you known her?
I'd known her for 3 months. We sat side by side in school. The desks were together, but she was going with another boy, and I was chasing around. and then she broke up with her boyfriend. She'd come to school crying, and I asked her what was wrong, and she said, she'd broke up with her boyfriend and everything. And she says, I'm in a road show. I need some really loud suspenders. And I said, well, I've got some yellow suspenders. And she said, okay. So I took them up to her at the church, and she was in this road show. And then after that, we started dating, and it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had 3 kids before I could vote.
Wow. It was 21 back
Yeah,
then?
21 then, yeah.
Yeah. What, and you mentioned your son passed away.
Yes. My son, Robert, my oldest son. He bought out his brothers and sisters on this cabin too, all but one. And these pictures on the wall, that's my picture and Michael's picture and Bobby's picture of their families up here at the cabin. And him and his family was up here, and he went in the bathroom and he passed away in the bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
What keeps you going these days?
Well, I tell Lynette, that's Bobby's wife, I said, the reason I'm up Schofield is because I want to die up here too. You know, if I got my choices, what better place could you be?
Yeah. Being where you love.
Yeah.
Like it says, your happy place.
This is our happy place, yes. And actually, I see more of my family up here than I do down home, because they come up to their cabins.
Oh, that's great. Well, yeah, this is great to revisit with you after a lot of years.
Yeah, it has been.
I never thought I'd meet you again.
No, I didn't either. I often wondered. That was really a good experience for me. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was great for us. And I think, did we knock on your door, or did we just meet you when you were out and about?
I was out digging carrots in my garden, and they come up the street knocking on all the doors, and nobody was home. And one of the crews see me out in the garden digging, so you walked around, introduced yourself, and that's where we started.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm getting old, Robert, so my
You're not
memory's
getting old.
failing. Great. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Once again, we see how much Colleen means to Bob. And sadly, she passed away. But we also found out how much family means to Bob. That's about all he talked about in this latest interview, which was an incredible blessing to stumble onto Bob once randomly and stumble onto him again randomly. I think both interviews were supposed to happen. If you like this story and the updated interview, please give it a like. Please share it with others. Leave comments. And you can subscribe if you're on YouTube. You can follow the page if you're on Facebook. And we'll see you for the next story.